Teamsport Cambuslang, a track which is situated southeast of Glasgow and is probably one of the best team sport tracks, especially in Scotland. So we came here for 2 days after I managed to finally convince my mum to actually let me go. The first track we went to was obviously Cambuslang, and the second one is Clydebank, which I'm also going to do a redo video of as well. So if you want to see the original videos of these, please click on my channel, and while you're doing that, please consider subscribing. So we're going to kick it off with session 1. In session 1 I finished second. I can't exactly remember the lap time I got, but I know I finished second in this session, and this was with kart number 4. And the lights go green here and we don't get as good of a start as we would have wanted, but it's okay since we're already at the back. Now here I've already managed to get close enough to the back of orange, and I'm thinking about a move, and I absolutely send it down the inside, pulling off what I think was probably my only decent move of the session. Well, I'll let you be the judge of that later on. So here we try to catch up to the bumper of kart 20 here, which is exactly what we are doing, and I'm trying to think what is the quickest possible, well, move around. And I go quite wide out here, but it's okay, and someone spins and we go for a quite cheeky move on kart 20 here, so hope he's not a little too fussy about that. We come round here and that is the reds, and I am just about alongside with, I can't actually read that kart number there, but yeah, so I'll just skip to after the reds.
Hello there.
And once again we are back to greens, and I need to catch back up to kart 15 here, and up ahead there is another, well, blue suit. So blue suit goes wide, kart 15 looks for the move, and this blue suit, which I think is kart number 5 there, defends beautifully. I get forced out a little bit wide, still trying to hold the move on kart 15. Kart 5 skids out and I get absolutely done on the up ramp by kart 15. So I'm going to need to find my way back around again, which I hope won't prove too difficult, but these two are having a little battle of their own right now, skidding out a little bit, and kart 15 is going for the move down on kart number 5. Kart number 5 forces number 15 out wide, and I go for the double switchback on them right here, which I think was a lovely move personally. So now I've got to try and pull away from them and try and catch up to whoever else was in front. So here I've got up to kart 16 and number 7 here, and they've been having a little battle, and kart number 7 seems to, well, brake check kart number 16 and ends up going wide here, so that's another move done. And I'm following the back of kart 16 through here, and kart 16 gets a bad exit, and I managed to go and do another switchback there, which was also a really lovely move. So again, I need to catch up to whoever was in front. So here I'm on the back of kart number 10, who I've been behind for maybe about a lap. This is the closest I've got to them, and I've been looking for a move so far. I haven't managed to actually get one so far, and I think since they're going on this bad line here, I clip their back a little bit and the barriers, and I get another one of those switchbacks. It's just happening, I swear. So here we come from kart number 2, who brakes very heavily randomly, so that makes me have to brake as well. So I'm like, I need to find a way past you. So I have a look for the move here, but I can't find a way past. So I'm looking to hopefully find the move down here, going for the outside, and we seriously seem to get our elbows out. So that's me shut off completely for that one. And at this corner here, I'm making a terrible attempt for a switchback, which just does not work whatsoever. And I get a little bit of a love tap from behind, so I just signal, please stay behind me, and I will find my way past this person. And I absolutely send it on him coming through here, and he lets me by, and leaving me space, so I was very grateful for that, and that's another position done. So a few more laps later, I come up on this guy I actually saw in the pits, who is in kart 19 here, who's been behind kart 8 for a while now, and he's got this nitro matte helmet, which I actually kind of like the look of. And I'm going to assume he's a regular because he came here with his pals, Anyway, besides the point, let's go back to greens and let's try and hunt down this Nigel helmet right here. So, I have a look for his inside. I know I can't go through there because he's already kind of closed the gap, so I was like, you are mine! Sorry if you're wondering what that finger was. So, and he goes for an absolute move down on cart number 8 here. I send it to, they leave me enough room, cheers for that, appreciate it. And now I've still got to catch back up to Nigel helmet in cart 19 here. And he is slowly but surely catching back up to these carts here. I can't actually get a glimpse of the numbers, but I have another look to this kind of inside outside here, and he has a look down the inside of this cart here. They go wide. I also tried to follow through. Yep, cart number 20 possibly, I'm not even sure. They leave me some sort of room, so I go for that there, and I need to continue chasing down cart number 19 up here, who is chasing down what I can only assume is maybe cart 2 again, and he absolutely sends it on them, and I try to follow through and he breaks, letting me through, which I really appreciate. And I have a look behind me to see if he's still there. He's not, so I continue my hunt for cart number 19 here, and I do a little bit of contact, which I apologise for. And I get a little bit of a tap from behind, but it's nothing big, so I'm fine with that. He breaks coming into here. I go round the outside, making a place on cart number 19 here. I leave him room as I have to try and come through here, hitting cart number 2, so that must be cart number 15, me past there. Cart number 2 goes full speed. I see Nigel helmet there. I get squeezed a little bit. I end up squeezing cart number 2 into the barriers there. I leave him room and he hits me in the side there. Sorry about that. And we are coming around here, and I need to catch back up to, I can't actually see that cart there, but that is okay. And someone has spun, and I get absolutely moved into the barriers there, and Nigel helmet is moved back on the place on me, and oh mate. And coming to this corner here, I get tapped again, and I have no idea what that's about, but now I'm kind of frustrated after what happened up there. So I really need to know, and I've been given a no contact sign. I don't know where the contact actually was, but oh well, it might have been for the car behind me. Anyway, still trying to now have to catch back up to cart 19 again, giving him a little bit of a tap, and the ambers seem to come on. I'm not entirely sure what this was for, but never mind, I do know. It was for this guy up at the top here. And so we're coming down, he did a little look behind his shoulder. And as you can see, I'm getting very impatient, and I got a few love taps from the cart behind me. As you can see, there's a marshal going to help the guy that has spun. I give him another little tap there, which I probably shouldn't have. I should be staying to walk in pace, but I think it's because I was really impatient at the time. He has a look, and I go kind of for the inside here, and I completely bump him there, which I don't mean to do because I didn't see that he'd like braked, which is completely different to the electrics. Come down here, he has a bit of a look behind his shoulder, and we go back to greens, and I need to continue my chase, and he goes right down the inside of these two carts right here, absolutely forcing his way down, and I follow right through behind him, and I'm left the room, which I'm really grateful for, and he gets nearly done into the barriers by whatever car that was up there. And I've gained lots of room to him there, and I have to try and do some evasive action there, having to really apply my brakes. Now he goes a bit wide there, but I suppose he managed to pick up a speed very big up there. And I have a look there, but I know I can't pull it off, so I get in the space, really getting our elbows out. And I realise there was no reason for me to look there, but he gets absolutely done into the barriers, and I clip there. And he just doesn't know I'm there, and you can hear me lose my temper a wee bitty there, which I probably shouldn't have done. But that's the end of session 1. So overall it was a pretty good session, pretty action packed, so I really liked that one. Right here I'm currently sitting behind Kart 20 and the lights go green and I'm sitting behind Kart 20 like I said, and Kart 20 just completely brakes on the ramp and I get done by Kart 19 and 10 right here. Now I want you to keep Kart 10 in the back of your head right now, because Kart 10 will pop up again later, so I just want to make everybody aware of that. And Kart number 10 and 10 have a little bit of squabble coming down here. I go out really wide, causing a guy in like a really washed out red suit. I kind of get a little shut out by Kart number 10 there, and Kart number 20 just kind of like stops in the corner, and again there I'm trying to keep to the side and I just go for a move that was never going to be there. I don't know why, I was trying to slip through a gap that was literally nothing there. Right, and then washed out suit there in number 2. We kind of just have like a silent conversation there. And up ahead I actually see Kart 19 and 10 there having a little talk, so that's when I knew they were friends. And Kart number 20 just completely skids out and I make a little bit of contact there. I make another little bit of contact here, not actually forcing them out wide because they went out wide themselves, but I definitely lose a lot of time because I had to brake quite heavily there. And my goal is to get past Kart 20 as soon as possible, and I look for a gap here and get shut off quite quickly, and I try and set up something coming through here. I go too wide, I have to let Kart number 2 have a sniff for the inside of the corner. I managed to swoop back past, shutting off the opportunity, and again they have another look down and I have to try and cut it off, getting a little bit of a contact from the other karts that were behind and having to shut them back off again. I make contact with Kart 20, gosh, and Kart number 2 has a look for it. I have to brake really heavily, thinking Kart number 2 is going to try and slip up the inside of this corner. Nope, they stay on my bumper. And Kart number 20 is having a look on Kart number 17. I completely shoved Kart 20 out of the way, oh my goodness. And Kart number 17 just seems to go really slow around that corner. I look to try and sniff a switchback there, and I end up going through the outside, being left a generous amount of room, which I really appreciate, and I hit the barriers. We don't talk about that. And I apologise to the people behind me because that's definitely an inconvenience to them, not only to me. And I need to try and catch back up to Kart number 10 and 19, sorry. Here I've been chasing down Kart number 18, I said 19 earlier but it's 18, and Kart number 14 here. Kart number 14 has been driving absolutely crazy, like braking in the middle of the track right there. And Kart number 18 looks for a move. I absolutely set up the switch back coming up the ramp, and Kart number 14 leaves the door open, so I force my way through, and that's probably a very good move in my opinion, which I didn't expect to get due to I think I was at a weight advantage. So later here we're yet again behind Kart number 10 and Kart number 15. I should have told you to be aware of Kart 15 as well. Anyway, it's on the ambers and I've only just managed to catch back up to them. I give Kart number 10 a light tap and that's when they notice I'm there. Now if you've ever seen any of my other videos, you know I really get a grudge about people doing this. So at the end of the day I don't think this one was that bad. But anyway, doesn't matter. And right here we go back to greens, and I attempt to set up the switchback, and I go the inside, and I just get squeezed into the barrier, and they look at me like it's my fault. And blue just completely swerves into me, so I purposefully do that, which I shouldn't have, and then I get hit from behind, which is really annoying. Let's just go back and look at that clip, since it happened all really fast and I was talking over it, so this will be completely unedited or talked over. Yeah. Now at the end of the day I probably should have kept my hands off the steering wheel but neither did green, and obviously that's a way to show you displeased. But I think it was very unsafe at the fact that I only had one hand on the wheel, and especially if you get swerved into, there's not much you can do apart from really struggle. And I ended up hurting my left arm, and that really nagged me for the rest of the session, and off track for the rest of the day until I got to sleep that night. And just to let you know, nobody apologised after the session. I couldn't actually find these people, but I have an idea who they were, and I'm not naming names because that's just wrong. Anyway, let's just get back to the video and completely forget about it, because it is just there's no real need to talk about it. So we're coming up the ramp here, and I get absolutely dive bombed without even noticing, and I put my hand up. I'm not sure if that was an apology or to say what the hell. Anyway, so we're coming in here. I'm still chasing after car number 15 here, and I get a terrible exit, and I'm shown a no contact sign, which I'm pretty sure in the moment I said under my helmet, "You've got to be kidding me." And I wasn't very happy because cart number 19 hadn't been shown that, and at the time I was thinking that was completely cart 19's fault, and why did cart 15 do this and why did cart 15 do that. Oh, side note, that bit of contact there was not meant to happen, and cart 15 has seen me and gone full defensive mode, as you can see right here. And yeah, I mean, like, full defensive mode while I'm still trying to make sure these carts stay behind me, because I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe I can help these people if I get past as well. I got another terrible entry and exit to that corner, and I've had to go out wide, and I just pull completely into that guy's line, and I apologise because I know that was seriously wrong, and I think I apologised to him once I came off the track because I knew that was wrong. Anyway, I'm still chasing down cart 15, and I'm not gaining really anything to him, so that's getting on my nerves as well. And my cart bogs as I come around some of the corners, and I get another flick from my cart, and he has a little bit of a slide there and hits the barriers, well, clips the barriers a little bit there, and I still continue to try and hunt him down, and I, oh gosh, get a terrible entry to that corner. And I hear people behind me squabbling, and cart number 15 goes for the move on cart number 10 here, but doesn't get it. I get squeezed, and cart number 10 completely stares at me when I didn't even mean to make that contact, and he just stops on the corner because cart 4 does something wrong, and I get completely smashed by cart number 15, and then I'm done on the up ramp by him as well. And now I felt completely wrong done by, and then cart number 10, we're not even going to talk about that, and by now I know cart number 15, mate, just stop. I'm just like, mate, you're doing it on purpose now. And I'm trying to point him out to the marshals, and the marshals don't see, which gets even more on my nerves. And that was completely on purpose. That was also on purpose. And that was seriously on purpose. And that's when I saw the marshal picking up the flag, and then you've probably seen the memes when I pull off a very bad move and I see the marshal picking up the black flag or the mic. That's what I thought had happened, and I was absolutely pooping myself right now. And turns out it wasn't for me in the end, which I'm severely surprised about. But yeah, that's something I definitely need to work on, my temper. And I hate when I drive angry because it's like I've just got a solid, and that's when I'm pointing out to the marshal there. Anyway, I've just got like a solid mindset of I absolutely hate you. So I really got to change my angry driving. But earlier in session 1, cart number 15 is what caused the most of the ambers, because he was going for moves that were never going to happen. He was smashing people out his way. Like in the first session, if you saw why that guy got spun only a few laps in. Oh, and cart number 15 and 10 are going at it right here. And I get smashed there, whoopsies. And cart number 50, yeah, moves like that is what I'm talking about. And cart number 10 is not happy about it. Cart number 10 swoops out wide and completely T-boards cart number 15. And I have a cheeky wave, yeah, stuff like that. I gotta stop, but you know, I can't resist it. after I've just spent like what felt like years trying to get past them. And that's really the end of the session. Nothing exciting happens. I end up getting stuck behind this guy for loads of laps and all overtaking him at the latest moment, and then at the end of the session comes along, so there's not much I can do. And that's basically the end of the session. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.